Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Houston Cougars and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Cardinals headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Quick give. It's Hughes. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Burrowing for yardage. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Out wide right, it's Walker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hits inside, it's Hughes. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often. and he picks up the big gain.
First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. The run inside. It's Hughes. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. Moves the pocket. It's Henderson. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Fresh center downs going to the air. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Hand off for Brown. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Punt is on its way. Trying to make one miss. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team.
Off to the races to the right. The 30. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jennings. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, gonna throw it. Still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Cardinals will try to convert on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Buys time to his left. Unleashes one. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Motion from the wide receiver. He breaks a tackle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. They'll go with Brown. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Here's Brown. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Coming out with it, it's Sanford. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Moving the pocket, it's Henderson. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. In the backfield, it's Thomas.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Nice move there. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Running inside. It's Hughes. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They give it to him again. Past the 6. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the 1st down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Keeps it moving. It's Hughes. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down, and the clock continues to run. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Flush to the left. Fires downfield. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw for it. Finds his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Timeout Houston, their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Drops back on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Trying to take it back. At the 20. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Washington Huskies. And it's the Buckeyes chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Louisville's offense has taken the field and they look ready to go. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Wants to go up top on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Wants to throw on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. That had all the makings of a pick six, and it just turned into a completion.
Oh, man, you throw that out route, you're sitting there, you're waiting on it, you get your hand on it, and they still complete it. Man, that could have been a huge play for the defense, but instead, the offense gets the completion.
And the Cardinals will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. From the gun. Still looking to his right. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Here's Brown. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And, man, that's a good job by this defense. Great job being physical, penetrating, getting in the backfield, 3rd and goal, expecting run, getting in there, and now forcing a decision for this offense, forcing the 4th down and goal.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here comes the field goal unit. absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From deep, it's Sanford. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. On the draw, it's Hughes. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Henderson. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Gain of 20. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Cougars come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. He's got the first down. There he goes to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cougars! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That is his 3rd score of the game and now 14 on the season. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house.
Number 91, set to kick it off.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Buying time to his right. Quarterback's got the first. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And the Cardinals are flying down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pulls it in. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the move. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. A give to Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Louisville! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Out wide left, it's Foley. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
Houston, 21. Louisville, 16. Number 48 set to kick this one.
The returner will field it and on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They want that clock to run. Down he goes.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Sets his feet, it's Henderson. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll run it on 4th down. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Brown running left. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right side, it's Foley. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Cardinals right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got the quick pass. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure They take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. It's caught. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, gotta have it here. Move to his right. The throw. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Cardinals. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. The snap sets up to throw. Can't find his man in the end zone. The 2-point attempt is no good, and they'll try to hang on to this lead in the final seconds.
Louisville 29, Houston 28.
He'll bring it out. It's Sanford. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Keeping his eyes downfield. Here's a throw downfield late. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.